From the Blues Hotel Collective, welcome to Blues Moments in Time, where every groove holds a memory and every moment echoes the truth of what came before. Today, we rewind the reel, trace the footsteps, and revisit the chapters that shaped the blues. Here is our host, Kelvin Huggins.
Welcome to Blues Moments in Time, the podcast dedicated to exploring the rich history and cultural significance of blues music. I'm Kelvin Huggins, and today we're turning our dial to one specific date, pulling back the curtain on the moments that shaped the blues on January 7th. Let's start with the cultural landscape. To understand the blues, you have to understand the journey. For millions of African Americans in the 20th century, that journey was the Great Migration, a mass exodus from the rural, segregated South to the industrial cities of the North. This wasn't just a change of address, it was a crucial transformation, and the blues was its soundtrack. As people moved, the music moved with them. The acoustic solitary blues of the Mississippi Delta found a new home in the crowded, electrified streets of the cities like Chicago. This new urban environment, filled with both opportunity and new struggles, gave birth to the raw, powerful sound of Chicago blues. It was the sound of a people remaking their world, and it was captured on what were called race records, recordings marketed specifically to this new growing black urban audience. These records didn't just sell music, they sold a story of escape and aspiration. A key to the highway, as the old song goes. Now, you can't separate the culture of the blues from the political climate it was born into. The music rose directly from the oppressive soil of the Jim Crow South. It was a response to a system designed to deny black people their rights, their dignity, and their voice. So, the blues became that voice. It was coded language, a form of protest hidden in plain sight. A song could mourn a hardship, but it could also celebrate defiance. This spirit carried directly into the civil rights movement, where blues and soul music became anthems of struggle and resilience. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that the blues take the hardest realities of life and put them into music, only to come out with some new hope or sense of triumph. And on January 7, 1941, a musician who would embody this bridge between worlds was born. Rod Hicks, the future bassist for the Paul Butterfield Blues Band, a groundbreaking, racially integrated group that took the blues to the main stage during the height of the civil rights era. Now, of course, no discussion of blues history would be complete without exploring the music itself. And on January 7, 1954, a recording was made that would shake the foundations of modern music. It was a studio in Chicago, a man born McKinley Morganfield, but known to the world as Muddy Waters, stepped up to the microphone. With him was the brilliant songwriter and bassist Willie Dixon. The song they laid down that day was I'm Your Hoochie Coochie Man. It was more than a song, it was a declaration with its swaggering bravado and, most importantly, its use of the stop time riff where the band hits a chord and then goes silent, creating an unbearable tension. It defined the sound of electric Chicago blues. That single recording on January 7 became a cornerstone of the genre and a blueprint for the rock and roll revolution that was just around the corner. January 7 has also marked the beginning of life for some incredible blues musicians. We already mentioned Rod Hicks. On this day in 1916, another bluesman, Bob Jenkins, was born in Alabama. Jenkins would become a pillar of the Detroit blues scene. He was the embodiment of the blues spirit, working a day job at the Chrysler plant, but living for the music at night. He was a true DIY pioneer, even building his own studio and starting his own label to make sure the Detroit sound was heard. Sadly, January 7 has also been a day of loss. A day the music world went quiet for a moment. On the very same day that Muddy Waters recorded his masterpiece, but 10 years later, in 1964, the British blues scene lost one of its brightest lights, Cyril Davies, a phenomenal harmonica player who passed away at just 31 years old. Davies was instrumental in sparking the British blues boom, the very movement that would introduce bands like the Rolling Stones to the world and, ironically, sell American blues back to America. And on January 7, 2001, we lost another monumental voice, James Carr, a soul singer from Memphis. Carr's voice was pure, raw emotion. When you listen to him sing The Dark End of the Street, you're hearing a direct descendant of the blues. That same story of pain, struggle, and fleeting moments of connection. His life, like his music, reflected the blues, and his passing left a void in the world of soul. From the birth of a Delta blues man to the recording of a Chicago anthem and the passing of a British pioneer, January 7 is a day that echoes with the power, pain, and perseverance of the blues. It reminds us that this music is more than just notes and rhythms, it's a living history of a people and a nation. Thanks for joining me on another journey with Blues Moments in Time. Until next time, keep the blues alive.